It is estimated that the U.S. has over 250,000 unsolved murder cases, a number which increases by 6,000 each year. I wanted to bring some awareness to this because I believe the families deserve some closure. So today I'm going to be talking about 3 unsolved murders in the state of Connecticut. Let's get into the first story. The first person I'm going to talk about is Nicholas Brown, a 26-year-old man from Hartford, Connecticut, whose life was cut short on September 24th, 2016. Nicholas was born on August 10th, 1990 in the Bronx, New York. He was a father of 3, and he was described as being very close with his family. He was a devoted father, and he was very loyal to his friends and family. Unfortunately, in 2008, Nicholas ran into some trouble and he was arrested for an assault, which led to several years in prison and also a felony. Nicholas was released from prison and he was trying really hard to start a new way of life. He wanted to move on from his past and be there for his children to provide. Sometime in September of 2016, Nicholas had attended a job fair. He was very hopeful for new opportunities and he came home without a job, which was very discouraging to him. His mom said that he was just so frustrated. He was struggling, really trying to turn his life around. And she also said, we send these men to jail, but we don't do anything for them after. Which I totally agree, because we send these men and women to prison and we don't help them when they come out. They need opportunities, and just because they have committed a crime in the past doesn't mean they aren't worthy of moving on and having a better life. His family had also mentioned in an interview that Nicholas's loyalty had fallen to people who didn't deserve the loyalty and also to dangerous people he shouldn't have been involved with. His family also noted that they had known, quote, that he was involved in a few neighborhood beefs. On the night of September 24th, 2016, Nicholas had been hanging out with a few friends in the area of 160 Magnolia Street in Hartford. At approximately 10:25 p.m., the police had been alerted by the Shot Spotter, an electronic system that detects possible gunfire. Nicholas was found suffering from 18 gunshot wounds to the torso, head, and extremities. He was rushed to the hospital where he later passed away. Police then recovered shell casings at the scene that had been fired from 2 different firearms. A few witnesses at the scene said the suspects fled in a car. They never gave a description of the suspects or the car. The police interviewed 20 witnesses and not one person said a thing, which is actually crazy to me because it had said he was hanging out with friends in the neighborhood, and you would think if somebody was a true friend, they would come forward and say something. It has been 9 years since the life of Nicholas was taken, and this case still remains unsolved. There still remains a $50,000 reward, and anybody with information about the homicide is asked to contact the Hartford Police Department. Tips may be left anonymously at 860-722-8477 and at the Cold Case Unit by calling 1-866-623-8058. Okay, the next case we're going to talk about is a man named Hakeem Sonny Joseph. He was a 32-year-old store clerk working at a place called the Tea Market, located at 1482 Reservoir Ave in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Hakeem was known for his warm demeanor and dedication to his family. He was more than just a store clerk. He was a cherished member of the Bridgeport community. Friends and customers fondly recall his friendly nature and personal connections he made with the frequent customers. On the morning of March 25th, 2015, he was fatally shot while working behind the counter. Surveillance footage captured a masked individual entering the store just before 8 a.m., firing one fatal shot at Joseph's chest and fleeing the scene. I am now going to show you the surveillance footage that was captured the day Joseph was shot. It does show the individual walking into the store and running out, but it does not show the actual event. And this really just breaks my heart for so many reasons, but this one specific frame, right as the gunman is entering through the front door, you could see Hakeem down in the bottom corner, just behind the counter, going about his day, not knowing what was about to happen to him. And the other horrible thing about this is, in the video, if you pause, you could see that just as the gunman is entering the store, there's a little boy wearing his backpack, just about to walk out. And I just pray that boy did not have to witness what happened to Hakeem. It has been 10 years since Hakeem's life was taken from him, and his family still doesn't have any answers. There is still a $5,000 reward, and anybody with information should contact the Bridgeport Police Department at 203-581-5224. Next, we're going to be talking about Ashley Armstrong. She was a 20-year-old mother from Danbury, Connecticut. Her family members stated that she was about to begin her second year at Naugatuck Valley Community College. She was working as a certified nursing assistant at the Laurel Ridge Healthcare Center in Ridgefield. On the night of May 16, 2012, Ashley had gone to meet up with a group of friends in New Haven. It was reported that Ashley and her friends were hanging out with a group of guys, and apparently one of the guys got concerned they were going to wake up his grandmother, so they suggested moving to a different location. So Ashley and her friends got into her car, and then they followed the men that were in front of them in a separate car. Almost immediately, as Ashley turned onto Shelton Ave, the girls began hearing gunshots ringing out. Multiple shots hit the car. The girls were all panicking, and then they realized Ashley had been shot. The police were alerted to the shooting by a shot spotter and also multiple 911 calls. The police had arrived on scene around 12:47 a.m. They then discovered that Ashley had multiple wounds to her head and neck. None of the other women in Ashley's car were injured, and they had reported to police that they hadn't seen a car drive by and they had no idea where these shots were coming from. Ashley was then rushed to St. Raphael's Hospital, where, despite medical efforts, she was pronounced deceased. It has been 13 years since Ashley's life was taken, and her family still does not have any closure. It's so terrible that such a young life was taken, and Ashley seemed like such a good person. She was a hard worker. She was going to college to become a nurse. She had a daughter. Her family deserves to know what happened to her. Anybody with information should contact the New Haven Police Department TIPS hotline at 1-866-888-8477.